Have you ever wondered if the mutants from sci-fi movies actually walk among us? Imagine crying sharp crystals instead of tears, or having skin that's permanently turned a deep blue, something no medicine on Earth can cure. It sounds straight out of a comic book, but it's 100% real. Welcome to today's video, 12 most unusual humans on Earth. You won't believe they actually exist. In today's video, we're witnessing the absolute jaw-dropping limits of the human body. You'll meet a resilient man living with his head resting upside down on his back, and a fearless pilot who conquered the skies without any arms. Living with some of the rarest 1 in a billion medical conditions in history, they've used sheer iron will to transform their differences into miracles that inspire the whole world. Are you ready to push the boundaries of what you thought was humanly possible? Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on these incredible true stories. Let's dive right in. In 1996, a 12-year-old Lebanese girl named Hasna Mohammed Meselmani shocked the world with a bizarre phenomenon. She appeared to cry sharp, crystal-like tears. Thousands of people and international media flocked to witness what they believed was a miracle. However, medical experts and scientific investigators soon uncovered a heartbreaking truth. There was no miracle. Hasna had been secretly inserting small, sharp pieces of glass into her eyes and slowly pushing them out. This reckless act was incredibly dangerous and could have caused permanent blindness. Why would a child risk her own eyesight? The answer stems from the psychological vulnerabilities of adolescence and a desperate cry for attention. The intense desire to feel special, amplified by the overwhelming validation from a gullible public and sensationalist media, trapped her in a dangerous hoax. Hasna's story serves as a profound educational and humanistic lesson. First, it highlights the absolute importance of honesty, demonstrating that fleeting fame is never worth sacrificing one's physical health and safety. More importantly, it acts as a stark warning to adults and society. Teenagers are emotionally fragile. Instead of exploiting their misguided actions for media entertainment, we must provide them with genuine empathy, psychological support, and guidance, helping them discover their true self-worth without resorting to harmful extremes. Jessica Cox was born in the United States with a rare birth defect that left her completely without arms. Instead of surrendering to her circumstances or relying constantly on others, this remarkable Filipina-American decided to transform her feet into her hands. By the 8th grade, Jessica bravely discarded her heavy prosthetic arms, choosing instead to embrace her authentic self. Through unrelenting perseverance, she taught herself to do daily tasks entirely with her feet, from eating and typing on a keyboard to driving a car, and even earning a black belt in Taekwondo. Her most extraordinary achievement, however, came in 2008. Jessica decided to confront her greatest fear: flying. After 3 arduous years of flight training, she officially became the world's first licensed pilot to fly an airplane entirely with her feet, earning a Guinness World Record. Today, she is championing the Impossible Airplane Project, an aircraft custom-built to be controlled strictly by foot to spread her powerful global message. Disability does not mean inability. Jessica's journey offers a profound educational and humanistic lesson about resilience and radical self-acceptance. She encourages us to think outside the shoe, to find creative, unconventional solutions when facing insurmountable obstacles. Physical differences are never our true limitations. Our greatest barriers are the fears and self-limiting beliefs we construct in our own minds. Instead of complaining about the challenges we are dealt, we must harness our inner strength to turn the impossible into reality, proving that the human spirit truly has no boundaries. If this incredible resilience inspired you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video to spread this positive message. Now, let's go discover the rest of the amazing stories waiting ahead. Sarah Atwell, a Canadian teenager, was diagnosed with neurofibromatosis, a genetic disorder that caused a massive tumor to slowly grow and severely deform the right side of her face. As the tumor enlarged over the years, Sarah endured not only physical discomfort, but agonizing emotional pain. Throughout her childhood and middle school years, she became the target of relentless bullying. Cruel classmates called her derogatory names, leaving deep psychological scars. Instead of hiding in despair, a 16-year-old Sarah bravely took a stand. She posted a deeply moving video online, silently holding up handwritten flashcards to explain her condition, the painful bullying she suffered, and her absolute refusal to be broken. Her immense courage sparked a viral wave of global support. This visibility ultimately connected her with a dedicated plastic surgeon who performed life-changing procedures to remove the massive tumor and reconstruct her face, giving her a renewed sense of confidence. Sarah's story offers a profound educational lesson about the devastating impact of bullying and the incredible power of inner resilience. It highlights how verbal abuse can deeply wound those already facing uncontrollable physical challenges. More importantly, Sarah's journey reminds us to look past superficial appearances. Behind any physical difference is a human being who simply desires empathy, respect, and acceptance. By confronting her tormentors head-on, Sarah proved that true beauty comes from within, and that no amount of cruelty can extinguish an unyielding human spirit. How did her journey make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help us bring you more amazing true stories. Courtney Blackmore from California, USA, was born with a rare craniofacial condition known as cystic hygroma. This disorder caused massive benign tumors to grow persistently around her chin and neck. The growths were so severe that Courtney could not completely close her mouth, making basic speaking incredibly difficult. Despite enduring over 20 agonizing surgeries, her physical pain was often overshadowed by her emotional suffering. Throughout her youth, she faced horrific, relentless bullying from her peers, which at one point pushed her to the brink of despair and profound depression. However, instead of letting cruelty silence her, Courtney chose a path of beautiful defiance. Despite her severe speech impediments, she possessed a naturally pitch-perfect and soulful singing voice. She courageously launched a YouTube channel, Courtney Loves to Sing, where she began posting videos of herself covering popular hit songs. Her breathtaking voice and unbreakable confidence not only silenced her bullies, but also captivated a loyal legion of fans worldwide. Her immense bravery and vulnerability ultimately led her to find true love, marrying a man who cherished her exactly as she is. Courtney's story offers a profound educational and humanistic lesson on the power of self-expression and resilience in the face of severe bullying. She emphatically proves that physical appearance can never dictate a person's talent, worth, or capacity for joy. Music and radical self-acceptance became her absolute strongest weapons against prejudice. Her journey reminds society to look far beyond superficial flaws and recognize the brilliant light within every individual. It teaches us that inner strength and self-love can conquer the darkest of times, allowing marginalized individuals to reclaim their voices and thrive. Ilka Bruhl, born in 1992 in Germany, is a living symbol of the power of self-confidence and the journey to redefine true beauty. Her story is not one of pity, but rather a vibrant anthem of courage, self-acceptance, and a fierce love for life. From the moment she was born, Ilka had a rare congenital facial defect. The structure of her face developed differently from conventional standards, particularly around her nose and airway, requiring constant medical intervention from her earliest years. Throughout her life, Ilka has had to bravely undergo numerous surgeries, both large and small, to improve her functional abilities. Not only did she face physical challenges, but she also carried the invisible pressures from society's gaze. Ilka once shared that for a long time, she lived with insecurity, often hiding her face and believing she didn't meet the common aesthetic standards of the world around her. Ilka's profound transformation began in 2014. At that time, a friend who was a photographer convinced her to do a portrait photo shoot. Though initially very hesitant and wanting to decline, Ilka ultimately decided to bravely step out of her safe shell. The miracle happened when the photos were published. Instead of receiving the judgment or criticism she feared, Ilka was met with an overwhelming wave of support. Audiences everywhere have praised her unique beauty, with its distinctive features and vibrant energy. That moment shattered all of Ilka's psychological barriers. She realized that physical imperfections do not define a person's worth. Ilka began learning to love herself, letting go of her insecurities, and proudly showing the world her true self. From someone who always sought to avoid the camera, Ilka Bruhl confidently stepped into the path of becoming an inspiring model. She uses her image and platform to spread an invaluable message. No one is ugly. We are all unique versions of ourselves. Ilka actively participates in artistic projects, sharing her true story through social media and podcasts, helping others struggling with their appearance find their inner strength. Ilka Bruhl's journey is a clear testament that beauty does not lie in perfect proportions, but shines through confidence, kindness, and the positive energy that comes from within. In a remote village in Turkey, the Ulas family caused a stir in the scientific world when several family members developed a habit of moving on all fours. Instead of standing upright like normal people, they used the palms of their hands and soles of their feet to walk, a phenomenon known as quadriplegia. For years, they lived in isolation, enduring the ostracism of the villagers and rumors of reverse evolution. Scientists later investigated and discovered that this was the result of a rare genetic disorder combined with cerebellar damage, affecting balance. Instead of being a step backward in evolution, this mode of locomotion is a remarkable adaptation to help family members navigate their environment. They continue to work, help their families, and live their lives in their own way. Thanks to medical support, the Ulas family has made positive progress, demonstrating the extraordinary resilience of humans in the face of adversity. Their story not only opens new avenues of brain research, but also reminds us of the power of empathy over prejudice. What do you think of this extraordinary family's strength? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread these positive values. Thank you. Paul Carrison, an American man, captivated public attention when he appeared on national television with striking blue-gray skin. The media often referred to him as the Blue Man or Papa Smurf. However, behind this sensational appearance was a very real medical condition known as argyria. In the late 1990s, seeking a cure for severe dermatitis and acid reflux, Paul began self-medicating with colloidal silver, an unproven alternative remedy. He not only rubbed the silver compound on his face, but also brewed it at home and drank it daily for over a decade. Consequently, silver particles accumulated in his body tissues. When exposed to sunlight, these particles reacted much like photographic film, permanently turning his skin blue. While argyria itself is not fatal, Paul passed away in 2013 from an unrelated heart condition, it drastically altered his life, subjecting him to constant public staring, ridicule, and social isolation. Paul Carrison's story provides a crucial educational lesson regarding medical safety. It serves as a stark warning about the hidden dangers of self-medication and the extreme risks of trusting unverified miracle cures over evidence-based medicine. Our health is fragile, and treatments should always be guided by qualified healthcare professionals. On a humanistic level, his life reminds us to treat individuals with visible physical differences with empathy and respect. Behind the shocking appearances that draw public curiosity are real people who deserve to be treated with dignity and compassion, rather than being reduced to a spectacle. What's your biggest takeaway from his journey? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more unbelievable true stories. Claudio Vieira de Oliveira, born in 1976 in Brazil, entered the world with a severe and rare condition known as arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, AMC. This syndrome caused severe muscle atrophy and joint deformities. His arms and legs were permanently contracted, and most strikingly, his neck was folded entirely backward, resting his head upside down on his back. At birth, doctors bluntly told his mother that he wouldn't survive past 24 hours and advised her to let him peacefully pass away. Defying the grim medical prognosis, his mother refused to give up on him. Her unconditional love laid the foundation for an extraordinary life. Instead of surrendering to his physical limitations, Claudio fought to gain independence. Unable to use his hands, he learned to hold a pen in his mouth to write and used his lips to operate a mobile phone and a computer mouse. Since his body shape prevented him from using a traditional wheelchair, he learned to walk on his knees using specially adapted shoes. Driven by sheer determination, Claudio not only mastered daily tasks, but also earned an accounting degree from the State University of Feira de Santana. Today, Claudio is an internationally renowned motivational speaker and author, traveling the world to share his story. His journey imparts a profound humanistic and educational lesson. A person's true value is never defined by their physical appearance, but by their resilience and spirit. The only true disability in life is the choice to give up. Furthermore, his life is a powerful testament to how familial love and acceptance can empower individuals to shatter boundaries, proving that no matter how the world looks at you, you can always choose how you look at the world. Abul Bajandar, a young man from Bangladesh, lived a normal life until tree bark-like warts began to grow on his hands and feet. This was a symptom of the rare disease epidermodysplasia verruciformis, earning him the nickname Tree Man. These hard tumors gradually spread, rendering him unable to work, eat, or even hold his daughter, plunging his family into extreme hardship. Abul's story attracted international media attention, leading to the Bangladeshi government providing financial support for his surgeries. He underwent more than 25 painful surgeries to remove kilograms of tumors from his body. At times, Abul's hands appeared normal, giving him hope for a new life where he could work to support his family and care for his loved ones. However, Abul's battle was far from over, as the tumors constantly recurred whenever he paused treatment. The frustration and physical pain sometimes made him want to give up, but his love for his wife and children kept him going. Abul's life is a glimpse into the harshness of illness, but also a testament to the boundless patience of humanity in the face of the endless challenges of fate. Born in 1988, Patrick Henry Hughes entered the world facing unimaginable challenges. He was born without eyes, and with a rare condition that prevented him from straightening his arms and legs, confining him to a wheelchair for life. However, his family refused to let tragedy define his future. At just 9 months old, Patrick demonstrated an extraordinary musical gift, finding and playing notes on a piano. Music became his eyes and his truest way of connecting with the world around him. When Patrick enrolled at the University of Louisville, he harbored a seemingly impossible dream: to join the university's marching band. Stepping up to make this dream a reality, his devoted father, Patrick John Hughes, became his son's legs. Throughout Patrick's college years, his father tirelessly pushed his wheelchair through complex marching formations on the football field, while Patrick played the trumpet with profound passion. The sight of the father-son duo performing together moved millions to tears and became a legendary symbol of parental devotion. Patrick's story offers a profound humanistic and educational lesson about family love and human resilience. It shows that unconditional parental love is the greatest catalyst for overcoming adversity. Furthermore, Patrick proves that physical limitations cannot confine a free spirit. We all are born with unique gifts. Rather than dwelling on what we lack, we must maximize the potential of what we have. Human capability is truly limitless when nurtured by deep love, unwavering support, and personal determination. What is your biggest takeaway from his incredible journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another inspiring true story. Peter Hayden Dinklage, born in 1969 in New Jersey, USA, is a living example of how true talent can overcome any prejudice regarding appearance. With his height, 135 centimeters. Due to achondroplasia, Peter did not choose the easy path of purely entertaining supporting roles. Instead, he persevered in establishing himself as a talented actor, becoming an inspiration to millions for his self-respect and aspiration to reach the pinnacle of artistic achievement. Even while still in school, Peter Dinklage showed a strong passion for acting. After graduating with a degree in drama from Bennington University in 1991, he moved to New York to pursue his career. His early years there were incredibly difficult. Peter lived in an apartment without heating and had to do many manual labor jobs to survive. However, he had one unwavering principle: reject all roles based on mockery of one's appearance. Like elves or dwarves in fairy tales, this unwavering determination sometimes led to unemployment, but it protected his professional integrity. After years of playing small roles, Peter's real breakthrough came in 2003 with an independent film, The Station Agent. In the film, he played Finbar McBride, a lonely man seeking peace after the death of his close friend. His subtle, powerful performance and ability to express emotion through his eyes earned Peter enthusiastic praise from critics and a nomination from the Screen Actors Guild, SAG. This film proved to Hollywood that Peter Dinklage was fully capable of taking on psychologically complex leading roles. In 2011, the world truly exploded when Peter took on the role of Tyrion Lannister in the legendary television series Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Tyrion is not only the most beloved character, but also the epitome of intelligence and wit in the series. Peter delivered a masterful performance, transforming Tyrion into an icon of mental strength. This role earned him 4 awards: Emmy for Best Supporting Actor and 1 other award, Golden Globe, making him a global superstar. Not stopping at Game of Thrones, Peter continues to assert his appeal in blockbusters such as X-Men, Days of Future Past, Avengers, Infinity War, and the musical film Cyrano. He always chose roles that demanded depth of soul and intellect. Peter Dinklage's journey completely changed the way the entertainment industry viewed actors with distinctive looks. He was not just a movie star, he was a pioneer, breaking down decades of barriers and prejudices in Hollywood. The biggest message Peter left behind is, physical differences can never limit the stature of a great soul. And there you have it, 14 extraordinary stories of the most unique humans on our planet. Despite living with incredibly rare conditions or profound physical differences, they've proven to the world that the only real limits are the ones we place on ourselves. True strength, beauty, and worth aren't defined by how we look, but by our will to survive and the resilience to rise above adversity. Out of the 14 incredible individuals we talked about today, whose story touched your heart or left the biggest impact on you? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to read them and chat with you guys. If you found this video inspiring or meaningful, please don't hesitate to smash that like button and share it with your friends. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to join us on our next journey into the bizarre and the wonderful. Your support honestly means the world to me, and it's the biggest motivation for this channel to keep bringing you high-quality content. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end of today's video. I hope you have a fantastic and meaningful day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.